NESportsTV.com. Peter Czymbor coming to you from Chicago, Illinois, where Wednesday night on NESportsTV.com, an online pay-per-view will be presented to you featuring the main event of Irish middleweight contender Andy Lee as he takes on the rugged veteran Alex Bunema. My name is Peter Czymbor, joined alongside the promoter for that event, a former professional heavyweight himself, Mr. Bobby Hitz. Bobby, thanks for having us here in Chicago.
Thanks for being here.
Bobby, Andy Lee is a guy who, for all intents and purposes, has been developed here in the Chicago area on your shows. Tell us how you've seen Andy Lee progress throughout the years as he's really developed under your eyes.
Well, I think, first of all, his popularity has grown immensely from the first time he fought here till now. This fight is just surpassing anything he's ever done before, and pretty much a lot of the fights that have been done here in recent memory, the numbers are staggering. He's doing big business. But as a fighter, I've seen him progress from, showing the technical abilities that he possesses into the one thing that a true fighter and a true champion needs, which is heart. And in his last fight, that was all heart. All the technique in the world, anything was not going to help most guys in that position. His heart pulled him through that fight, and I think that will make his whole image grow, make everything about him just grow, and I think his belief in himself, knowing that he could come from some adversity that he had in the last fight and to pull it off, then you're going to see a way better Andy Lee tomorrow night.
Yeah, he is coming off a career best win over Craig McEwen on HBO, and I use the term career best win, but it didn't really look that way in the middle rounds of that fight. He faced some adversity, as you mentioned, gutted it out, scored a TKO in the 10th. And final round, his opponent tomorrow night, Alex Bunema. A lot of people are looking at this as an easy win for Andy Lee. I don't necessarily see it that way.
No, I don't either. But, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And he finished that fight strong, and he was, he came back like everybody says. But in a fighter like Bunema possesses experience, but he has one thing going for him. He has some hunger right now. He wants to get back at top, and so people might think that the perfect fodder for him could be Andy Lee. So I think Bunema is going to fight the best fight Alex Bunema has fought in the last 5 years.
I guess if there is any question about Alex Bunema, he has not been in the ring since 2009. When people heard about this fight, it was kind of one of those situations. Bunema, what's he been up to? What has he been up to? Do you know? How do you guys find him to get this fight?
We how this business works, and guys are out there, but sometimes you stay away a little bit and you have that one big fight left in you. So I'm looking for Alex Bunema to show up and really come in the fight and take these two titles, the NABF and the NABA titles, which will be at hand here.
Well, for those of you who don't know about Alex Bunema, he has wins over former world champions like Roman Karmazin and Vince Phillips. Has been in the ring with Jermaine Taylor and Sergio Martinez as recently as 3 years ago. Interestingly, Andy Lee has been thought of as a future opponent for Sergio Martinez in the very near future for a middleweight championship challenge.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about, but it's nice to see that, unlike most fighters nowadays, Andy's looking to get back in the ring and get back in the ring with a real competitive guy, and he's looking to hone his skills a little bit better. And so I think he's done some work off-season that we're going to see tomorrow night be the difference in this fight, hopefully, for him.
Now, Andy Lee, trained by the legendary Emmanuel Stewart, trains with him at the Kronk Gym in Detroit, Michigan. When you were a fighter, you had an affiliation with the Kronk Gym, correct?
Yeah, I was up there with Manny and spent a lot of the years up there. And actually, it was Emmanuel that actually encouraged me to become a promoter after I was done fighting. And we had the whole experience with James Toney and Jackie Callan and the whole thing, and a lot of rivalries between him and Gerald McClellan. I actually have tape of him and Gerald McClellan actually sparring, which no one's ever seen those two in the ring. It was a fight that people were clamoring for early in both of their careers. And so I spent a lot of time in Detroit, yeah.
So you've enjoyed the transition from fighter to promoter. You've been at it for a while now.
I've been doing this about 20 years now, over 20 years, but nothing like being a fighter. If I could do anything, I'd rather get back in the ring and fight again than do this.
Well, Bobby, once again, thanks for having us here in Chicago. We've wanted to do an online pay-per-view with you for a few years. We're glad we could finally make it happen for one of the best fights ever to be shown here on NESportsTV.com. Any final words for our viewers before I let you go?
Man, this is a great fight. You guys got to pick this fight up. This is a don't-miss fight. If you're not here in Chicago and can't come out live to see it, you got to tune into this fight. It's going to be one of the greatest fights you ever saw in recent memory.
It's Andy Lee versus Alex Bunema, late night Wednesday on NESportsTV.com.